Hello everybody, it's me, Candi, with Custom Queen Designs, and I'm here again to do another wine glass. This time, instead of doing the acrylic pours like we've been doing before, I'm going to work with some alcohol inks. I've already pre-painted my wine glass with Rust-Oleum Satin Seaside. That's the color that I'm using. You got that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and I've gone ahead and I've pre-mixed some epoxy, because what we're going to do is we're going to drop our alcohol inks into the epoxy, and once I get the epoxy on here, I'll go ahead and tell you about the alcohol inks that I have. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. And yes, I did add some glitter into my epoxy. I'm using Bling from Recollections.
But of course.
Just a touch, not much. And oops, it would help to turn my turner on, right?
It's a regular turner, you guys. Candi says that some of you guys, hold on one second before you pour. Some of you guys have been very curious about the turner. All right.
The turner comes from Sean's Naughty Timbers on Etsy. He's located in Tucson, Arizona, but this is who I purchased my turner from, and I got it. He said that he makes them to order, and it usually takes about 2 weeks. It took about maybe a week and a couple of days before I received mine. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just to remind you, don't worry about the drips on the glass. It's not a big deal. And we're gonna get started pouring this and getting this glass done. If you're anything like me, I'm not the best spray painter in the world, which is why you usually see some drips. It seems like the only way that I'm really good at spray painting is if it's like black flat paint or white flat paint, and then it comes out perfect, but I think it does that for anybody. So has nothing to do with my painting skills at all. Just trying to get this coated the best that I can. A really nice coating. Well, I think I have everything covered. Not quite. Babe, does that look like kind of got everything to you?
It looks like just about everything is covered. As long as you got just about everything covered, I mean, the rotation from the turner is basically going to make the epoxy move around. But it does, I don't see any spots that look like you didn't touch it.
I only have a little bit in here, so let me go
Yeah, might as well pour it up there anyway, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt it. And I'm not pouring it in any particular fashion because, like he said, because the cup is rotating, it's going to smooth itself out.
I mean, it's not the same consistency as water, but it almost basically is, because it's always going to try to find its level and even itself out. So.
Okay, so as far as alcohol inks go, I have two different brands that I've been using. I'm going to pull one of these out for you, and I have them in different colors. This one is, I can't even read what it really says.
I'm going to get a zoom on it. Maybe that'll help. Alcohol ink, Purple Twilight.
I was trying to see the brand that it is. I can't really tell if anybody else.
It is Ranger.
Ranger brand?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have quite a few of these, and I ordered these out of a D-Stash group that I'm in on Facebook. Now these, however, I guess you said that Jacquard alcohol ink. These are the pinata colors. And today the colors that I'm going to be using are going to be from the Jacquard line, and it's going to be Mantilla Black, Rainforest Green, Blanco Blanco, like my accent, and Baja Blue.
Okay.
Now, I also have made my own alcohol inks. As you can see right here, I made these using regular isopropyl alcohol, 91%. I filled it about halfway to this container, and I put the insides of the Sharpie markers in here and let them soak overnight.
So just to be a little bit more specific, that, you know, remember when you were a kid in school and you'd open up a marker and it had that little tube in there that was colored? She pulls that out of the marker, she cuts it in half to make sure that it's exposed and can bleed on both sides, and then she just lets it sit in the alcohol.
Yep. And I've actually transferred them, the green and the blue, to these little bottles. And these bottles I purchased off Amazon. I think you get like 10 of them for $9.99. And they're perfect for this, and they're also perfect for putting glue in your Mod Podge if you're going to be doing maybe an all-over glitter project on something. It's a lot easier to get it out for the lines.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be using my alcohol ink and the Jacquard brand alcohol ink today. So let's start off with some of mine. I'm going to start off with some green.
So you're literally, that's it?
That's literally all I'm doing is just dropping.
And then just let it turn?
And just let it turn.
Really? Is this a technique that you've done before?
I've done this before on a tumbler. Never done it on a wine glass. Well, I did it on a wine glass once when I made my sister the New England Patriots Super Bowl champion wine glass. Yes. I don't see my green showing up really that great, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with some of this pinata green. My blue that I made with my alcohol inks is showing up phenomenally. So let's try out this green. Yes. Some of the alcohol inks that you make yourself might not come out as vibrant as the ones that you purchase.
I also want to say this is, you know, sometimes it can also be the background that you're working on. Could determine, you know, exactly how strong it's able to come out or not. How many days when you make the alcohol ink? How many days do you allow those marker, the insides of the marker to sit in the alcohol?
I let it do it overnight, and I use them the next day.
Okay.
I'm going to apply some heat to this.
What's the heat gonna do?
The heat is going to help your alcohol inks run.
Okay. So you can use the heat not just for the bubbles, but also to kind of get some action going on with your paints that you apply?
Yes, sir.
Some interesting stuff happening there. It almost looks like it's going watercolor now.
Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to
reverse the rotation.
Reverse the rotation of my turner. So now it's going to start pouring this way.
Okay.
It's going to mix those colors up a little bit more.
That also helps move the paint, right?
Yes.
Got you.
And I'm going to add some white. Oh, that's not white.
What color was that?
Blue. And you can add some of these drops directly over drops that you already have. Like I said, this is an experiment. This is not something that I've done or I do all the time. I just wanted to see how it would come out.
Okay.
And me.
Don't change the rules. Let it keep turning.
Can I do what I do?
Sorry, just a camera person. That looks nice. Yeah, I like how that's wow. I mean, it didn't look like much at first, but as this thing is turning, it's really doing some stuff, man.
Add a little bit more here.
Reminds me of Neptune. And they take those pictures from the satellites from space, and you see all of those storms, all of those blue storms and stuff like that. Yeah, we call this one Neptune. Well, that's pretty already. I like that. Trying not to get in the shadow. Give you guys a good look at some of the stuff happening here. This is beautiful already, baby.
Thank you.
I don't know about y'all at home, but this would be good for me.
Yeah, but you know me.
Yeah, we know you.
That's pretty.
The whole thing is pretty.
I think I want to add some blacks. Just a couple of touches. Just a touch. Right there. And do a touch right here. And maybe along here. I was trying to get it so that it dropped on the bottom part. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to decorate the bottom parts of my cup.
You already had some paint down there. She's still going.
I'm going to keep. What makes you think you can stop me? You know you can't. This is a little plain to me right up in this area. I want to get it going a little bit. Put more green to that. Tubuku.
Less is more.
I hear you. But today, we're not going less. You guys don't mind us. We go through this all the time. And I usually win. Heat up these alcohol inks some.
You think you real clever, don't you?
Well,
alright. Alright, I give it to you. It's a little more interesting now. Let me stop it. It really is.
and then
I don't know if you guys caught that, but for a second when she stopped it, you literally saw the paint sliding in both directions. So it looks beautiful right now, but this is not going to be the finished product because that paint is still moving.
But I think I'm just gonna let it turn right now.
You're gonna leave it alone?
And if you want to, this is something that I learned. No, it doesn't involve adding any more paint. But what you can do is you can lift it to try to make your paints go down a little bit if you want.
Oh Lord.
Now if you look at that base over there, you'll see it spinning down the base. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and put it back down and let it continue doing what it does.
That was weird. It kind of made it all pull into the middle here, and
yeah, but look how cool it looks though. So you want me to go the other way?
No. I wanted you to leave it alone 10 minutes ago.
I think I should go the other way.
No, go the other way.
Let's go the other way. So I'm gonna lift it and we're gonna just go this way for a little bit to see if it pours down.
You know it is.
I'm looking at the stem. That's more of what I'm watching more than anything else.
Now you gonna put it down now? Keep going.
In a second. You guys, he's so conservative. Ah! Be careful. Do not let your bag touch your cup.
Yeah.
Or you'll end up.
Be careful.
Don't try this at home. These are tricks.
Be careful that being extra like my wife doesn't destroy your product.
But extra, look at how extra looks.
I know.
So leave me alone. I can be extra.
I know.
The extra is beautiful.
God. Touch that heat gun by accident, guys. Be careful of where you set your heat gun down. Be very, very careful. It may not get all of that hot, but that metal, when your skin touches it, you feel it.
For the time being, I'm just gonna let it keep going just like this. The only thing I might do is reverse it.
Again? You know that's the original way it was turning.
I want to turn this way now. But this is what you can do with alcohol inks. And remember, this is white, black, blue, and green. That's it. On a teal colored, it's called Satin Seaside Base by Rust-Oleum.
That's the spray paint that she used to put the undercoat on the wine glass.
And I'm just gonna leave it like this because this is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And from here, the wonderful thing about this, I'll clean up the rim of the glass and I'll probably do one more very light coat of epoxy and that's it.
Yeah. And then it'll be ready for me to use every day.
You guys, he says this about almost every glass I make, except for the ones with a lot of glitter in it. But I don't know why you have glitter in your beard now, so it would match.
There's glitter everywhere in here, please. Everything in this house is covered with glitter.
So the same kind of effects that you get going with some of the acrylic paints, you can kind of get that going with the alcohol inks, depending on, you know, how if you maneuver it and mess around with it a little bit.
Very, very vibrant. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm on a mission, you guys. I'm on a mission to make these stem wine glasses that my wine makes. These gonna be the new pimp cups. These These are going to be the new pimp cups. I'm trying to get these in the hand of every rapper out there.
Every pimp that you...
I'm about this summer. All you folks out here in San Antonio, you're going to be seeing me move around with stuff like this. Ain't going to be number water in there, but... I don't drink. Ain't going to be number water.
We don't drink. So for me to make wine glasses is like kind of odd, but we don't drink. Usually when you see me with my wine glass, it's cranberry juice and ginger ale.
All right. So let's go on and wrap it up.
Yep. So again, alcohol inks, regular base, and a little bit of glitter. And this is what you can get. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Try it out. And let me see what you make and how it comes out for you.
All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe.
Please subscribe. Please, please, please.
Talk to you later.
Thank you.